Hey folks, Eric Gephart here at Kamado Joe at All Things Barbecue. Got another fun recipe for you today. We're going to do a bacon cured, not just wrapped. We're actually going to flatten this bacon out, put a little maple syrup, and wrap a pork tenderloin. And then we're going to let it sit overnight before we cook it. And what's going to happen is the nitrites from this bacon are going to seep into this and actually cure it. We'll see a neat bullseye effect, and that bacon, those nitrites naturally enhance both the flavor and texture of this amazing piece of meat. Then we'll do a grilled peach salsa and probably just a baked sweet potato, keeping it real simple, but big, bold flavors. Let's get going. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is start shingling our bacon. I like to alternate it and just make sure that you've got coverage. And I like to kind of buy thin bacon for this because we're gonna end up pressing it and rolling it with a rolling pin. And if you've got thick bacon, you just have to roll it a lot more. And you're just creating one nice big sheet. All right, so we've got our pork tenderloin. If you want to trim some of this stuff up, you can. Don't worry too much about it. Maybe some of that silver skin. Just that one little strip there. Now, even though this bacon has a little bit of salt to it, you're still going to want to season the bacon because a lot of that flavor will seep into the pork loin, and the bacon itself will seem a little dull. We get some of that salt on the pork loin as well. Now we're going to go in with pure Vermont maple syrup, which just brings a really beautiful sweetness to this. We've also made sure that our pork loin ends are all the way inside, the bacon is slightly overlapping. Next step, we're gonna roll this and tuck it in, almost like we're making a sushi roll. Very nice. We like that. I'm gonna draw it all the way to the end here. Now, with this plastic wrap that we have, let's go ahead and roll it all the way up. We're gonna hold on to the ends here, and we're gonna shape it just a little bit. And we've got this perfect cylindrical bacon wrap pork tenderloin. And we're gonna let this sit in the refrigerator overnight, even 2 nights if you want to. Remember, those nitrites are gonna cure, naturally enhancing both the flavor and the texture of this piece of meat. All right, so we're gonna put this in the refrigerator, check back on it the next day. All right, so we actually wrapped one of these up yesterday so that we're ready to rock and roll. I've also taken a fork and stabbed a sweet potato. I've got a little oil in my glove, and we're gonna slow roast this sweet potato at the same time we do our pork. So I've gently unwrapped the bacon wrapped pork loin, and we've got our sweet potato on. Let's go ahead and lay this. Beautiful. Remember, it's got the maple in there, it's got a little salt in there, that bacon cured overnight. The sweet potato is going to be very nice with it. So I'm getting a lot of the aromas from the bacon dripping down and caramelizing. I'm getting a lot of the maple right now. It's been 45 minutes at 250 degrees. Let's take a peek. That's nice. Very nice. I don't want to roll it around too much. I don't want that overlap of the bacon to detach. I can tell our sweet potato still needs a little bit of time. So I think what we'll do right now is we'll take our sweet potato, keep it on the edge over here, we're gonna take our pork loin off, lower this grill grate down and make it direct, and go ahead and grill up our peach salsa while the pork loin is resting and the sweet potato is finishing. Multitasking on one grill. That's the way to do it. Let's go. Just kind of drag all of our hot coals right over this side. Now it'll give us just the amount of heat that we need to grill up our peaches. Keeping our sweet potato safely on the side. All right, so we'll take our knife, roll it around that peach. Beautiful. Take that pit out. Right on. All right, let's take a look. Still hearing some nice sizzle. We've gotten a little softer. These were relatively ripe to begin with. Sweet potatoes feeling spot on. Just kind of give it a little smush. Something about sweet potato bacon and pork loin and maple just seem right. Nice char. And we're just going to take our hands and smash it up. I'm just going to take them and just nice and rustic. Oh, that peach aroma just takes me back. It's amazing how smell can affect memory. And then I want to go in with just a little bit of raw red onion. Not much. Not much. Touch of jalapeno. Little mint. And a bit of lime. Good. We're just going to let all that hang out together for just a couple minutes. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so we've got our sweet potato on, we've got our pork loin nice and rested, and we've got our mint jalapeno grilled peach salsa made. Let's go ahead and slice it in and see what we've got. Beautiful. That moisture content is unreal, and you can see the hue of red there. Now, if we'd left that bacon on for another day, that red would only deepen and increase the bullseye look to it. But I can tell that that bacon has really influenced the pork. Nice. All right, let's slice. Take our end pieces. And then start building. We've got a little bit of bourbon barbecue sauce. For our sweet potato, just a touch of syrup in there. And that's a wrap, folks. There you have it, folks. Bacon cured maple pork tenderloin on the Kamado Joe. That peach salsa is no joke, all right? Something about the mint and the lime and the jalapeno really go well. And I think that sweet potato is just a throwback to tradition for me. Pork and sweet potato, grew up with that. And the sauce too, that little bit of bourbon kick ties it all together. So just a fun little presentation. We could have done this on a platter lengthwise, and I think it would have looked really nice. But that's us, folks. So thanks again. Eric Gephart here from Kamado Joe. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see us cook, let us know in the comment section down below. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.